Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. But let me get the gospel according to an outlaw.
No pew, just pain, no road, just change, no choir, just cry.
Amen.
This the gospel from the gutter where the preachers don't preach, where the sermons come in silence and the lessons don't teach, where the streets write scripture in chalk lines and shells, where the choir is the sirens and the bells ring hell. They say turn the other cheek, I say I barely got a face. Took the hits, took the time, still I move by grace. A disciple of the dirt with a past like Paul, persecuted for the truth, still I answer the call. Ain't no stained glass, just cracked windows and doors, but I seen God more in addicts than I have in a pope. So I preach in my pain, write epistles and scars. I'm the voice in the heaven, not the temple of stars. It's the gospel, not a John or Mark. It's the word from the dark where the cold hearts spark. It's the gospel, not a Luke or man. It's the truth from the trap where the angels wear black. It's the gospel, no seminary flame, just a rebel with a cross screaming out God's name. It's the gospel, straight out of the mud, not by the book, but by the blood. I baptized in liquor, confessed in the rain, tried to run from the light, but it followed my pain. I seen Judas in my circle, Peter with a blade, and still broke bread with him. Yeah, I stayed unafraid, cause I ain't no saint, just a sinner with a spine, spitting scripture and balls that don't rhyme all the time. But the Spirit still speaks, even through my mistakes. Put a halo on a hustler and a thief he remains. You see, heaven got room for the rebels like me, who broke laws, broke laws, but still fight to be free. So if you quote my gospel, better quote it right. He ain't holy, but he still walked in the light. It's the gospel, not a John or Mark. It's the word from the dark where the cold hearts spark. It's the gospel, not a Luke or Matt. It's the truth from the trap where the angels will black. It's the gospel, no seminary flame, just a rebel with a cross screaming out God's name. It's the gospel, straight out of the mud, not by the book, but by the blood. I seen Christ in the cell block, praying through bars. I seen grace in the gang signs, faith with the scars. I don't need no title, I don't preach in a robe. I speak in survival, the gospel's in code. So when they ask who wrote this book of mine, tell them the one who walked through the thorn just fine. Tell them the one who fell and still rose like the king, with a mouth full of ashes and a song to sing. Ain't perfect, but I'm present, ain't clean, but I'm called. My past ain't erased, it's just written on the wall. This gospel ain't pretty, but it's brutally true. It's for the outlaws, the broken, it's for me, it's for you. It's the gospel, not a John or Mark. It's the word from the dark where the cold hearts spark. It's the gospel, not a Luke or Matt. It's the truth from the trap where the angels wear black. It's the gospel, no seminary flame, just a rebel with a cross screaming out God's name. It's the gospel, straight out of the mud, not by the book, but by the blood.
Yeah. Gospel according to an outlaw.
Amen. Alexa, play something that don't lie to me.
Now playing somebody else ruled by Justin Moore.
Yeah, she already did. So Alexa, play I fall apart. Now I'm pouring this whiskey like it's art. She left her hoodie in my backseat, still smells like rain. Funny how love fades slower than pain. I told Alexa turn off the lights, but she lit up blue just like her eyes. I said played out for you by the weekend. Now I'm thinking maybe I did it back then. My phone still thinks she loves me, cause the text still pinned at the top. I keep scrolling through her good mornings, like maybe the signal just stopped. I told Alexa play it fire and on. She said sorry that hits too close to home. Alexa fix my broken heart, erase her ghost, restart my spark, patch my soul where she left scars, and play a song that don't fall apart. She said shotgun. In a truck that won't move on. Told Alexa play, she got the best of me. Damn, she wasn't wrong. I changed my locks, but not my habit. Still checking the profile like a bad addict. I said, Alexa, play, say something. She said, sometimes silence says everything. That one line broke me clean. Had me crying to a damn machine. I told her, Alexa, call her number. She said she don't answer that anymore. And that silence felt colder than any slamming door. I said, play Let Her Go, but I never learned how. She said, play and let it go. I said, not that one. Not now. Damn. Alexa, fix my broken heart. If love's in there, she delete my heart.
To the ancestors, known and unknown, Ashe. To the gods, known and unknown, Ashe. All the praise, all the glory be to the Most High. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite cosmic warrior, back at you with another Galactic Transmission. Let's get a prayer in, then we'll tap into the energy. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding, protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. And so it is.
They say I'm lost. But I don't bow my head. I say I ain't lost. I just ain't kneeling to no man. Demons? Shit. I ride with mine.
Not bowing to no man. I ride for mine. My God. The God of gods. The creator of all. The Most High. The only one that can really ignite that internal flame in each and every one of us. The one that each and every one of us are a piece and a fraction of. And we're all just trying to find a way back home, a way back to remembrance. You know, but it's the way that, you know, in the wintertime, when we seem stuck, when we seem frozen. It's, you know, sometimes the only thing, you know, missing is us just to release control. Well, you know, let the Most High set the way on, you know, on flames, on fire. You know, ignite that internal passion in each and every one of us. That's for somebody.
In my fucking lane. Irie on me in my chest, Lemon Jeffrey in the rap. God riding shotgun while I play this country rap. Ain't never needed church to confess my sins. I bleed on beats, let the truth begin. You sip your wine with a plastic grin. I fight my demons with a burning pen. You wear your Sunday best like a costume. I show up real dark and out the room. You think smoking weed keeps me from heaven, bitch? I talk to him just not with your supervision. He don't care what's in my lungs or in my jaw. You're just showing him how much of a hypocrite you are. Demons don't feel they grip that rail. Black smoke rising when I mash that steel. Bible in the glove box, blood in my teeth. Got God in my heart, got that demon underneath. I don't pray in a pew with snakes in a tie. I talk to the Lord on the midnight sky. They judge my soul, but they hide their shame. I don't play their game, I just stay in my fucking lane. I ain't holy, but I sure as hell ain't fake.
Mm.
They ask how I'm living, I just don't agree. But inside my chest is a war I can't win. Blood in my thoughts, fire under my skin. I choke on the truth and I swallow it again. If you don't wanna know my pain or inside what I face, so I give you a smile, hide the hell every night. So I bury the truth in the cold dark place. I lie through my teeth, right in your face. Hiding every battle, drowning every fear, fighting every demon that whispers in my ear. Inside my chest there's a war I can't explain. I wear a smile on my face as my soul drains. I'm fighting for my soul, but it's slipping away. But you'll never know it, because all I say is I'm okay. A constant pain keeps pounding my chest. Fist through the mirror, screaming, I'm doing my best. Every scar's a story that I never told. Every day is a nightmare, and every night is cold. If they just fake a smile, then let you see what's real. These wounds inside are like flesh that won't heal. The laughter you hear is just a disguise. The truth comes inside, screaming to arise. Hiding every battle, drowning every fear, fighting every demon that whispers in my ear. Inside my chest there's a war I can't explain. I wear a smile on my face as my soul drains. I'm fighting for my soul, but it's slipping away. But you'll never know it, because all I say is I'm okay. If I showed you the storm, would you stand, would you stay, or would you turn and run? Let me rot in the flames,
Yeah.
so I lock it all.
You know, if I showed you the storm, would you stay? You know, if the Most High showed us everything that we would go through, we wouldn't still choose to go through it. You know, we make that choice to follow, that blind choice to follow, right? But it always pays off. But then, you know, we wouldn't go through everything. We wouldn't sign up for it. We wouldn't willingly do it. You know, but then once you make it out of the storm, it's like, damn. Well, knowing what I know now, yeah, I would willingly go back and do it. But if you knew at the beginning everything you're doing, you have to do, or what's going to be required of you, you wouldn't make that choice. Which is why you're only given bits and pieces. Why you're only given, you know, you always have exactly what you need. You're always exactly where you're at. You have exactly the skills you need to break any mindsets, to break anything that's holding us back. You know, whatever we need to release. Whatever is having a hold on us. Having a hold on us. These people watching online, they don't like what they see. You know, it's all, they wanted to see everything falling apart for you. You know, sometimes it has to fall apart so it can fall into place. Sometimes it has to fall apart so we get to a point where we reach out to the Most High. You know, but all this chaos, all the chaos intentionally caused to try to keep you stuck, try to keep you frozen, to cease and desist on all your spiritual awakenings. It's given more than one. More than one. Generational curses. But it's choosing to elevate higher. You know, it's reaching higher, you know, for higher knowledge, for guidance. especially when it seems like you cannot find none. Well, of course, when we're looking externally and we can't find any, well, it's probably because it doesn't exist externally. Probably because we're supposed to be going internally. You know, going internally. That's the only way to break it. That's double confirmation. Internally. Well, it's the strength. The strength is found internal. The knowledge, everything. Everything is internal. You know, my favorite parking lot, reaching out for help, my favorite place to hang out. It's giving tailgate party, you know, but what a better place to have a tailgate party, because who's up there? All the brilliant minds to help, well, it's the brilliant minds to help you put an end to anything that's holding you back. You know, it's tapping in. You know, it's tapping in, but it's inward, inward, it's not external. I mean, it's, you know, as within, so without. As within, so without. You know, the corrupt judgment we hold on the, you know, the ways that we judge ourselves that are unjust, you know, holds us back. You know, it's a chain, it's a bond.
Come to the chaos hits, flames in the rear and the floor just split. Still in the voice on the other line, keeping it cool while we lose time. Red and blue lights don't mean we're fine. Sometimes the weight stays stuck in the spine, but we don't flinch, don't freeze, don't run. We show up till the job gets done.
Police, fire, medics, and the ones on the call. The ones you don't see, but who carry it all. We walk in quiet where the worst has been.
It's not about medals. It's not about medals. It's about respect. Step. The steps we make. The steps we make to better ourselves. The steps we make to clean up. To clean up our vessel. The steps we take to clean up our mind. Our words, our actions, the steps we take to clean up everything, just the improvement. You know, it's... You know, spiritual awakening, 144. You know, it's a frequency, you know. It's a frequency. It's a frequency achieved. You know, but it's like how do you unlock them? It's your mindset. It's the way that you perceive things. It's the way that you judge things. It's the labels that you put onto things. You know, that all plays into your frequency. You know, knowing thyself. You know, knowing thyself. You search inward. You know what I mean? You find the things that no longer serve you, and you get rid of it.
Healing of heavy metal moonshine. This one's for the broken who still glow.
Got scars that preach better than a choir. Hands smell like corn mash and fire. Ain't no halo, just a copper crown. Been my heaven where the jaw goes down. Preacher said, boy, you still lost. I said, maybe so, but I paid the cost. My kind of faith ain't read in lines. It's poured and proof in days and time. Smoking my lungs, that's my confession. Shadow my veins, that's my profession. Ain't no crown, but my head's still high. 'Cause the light I found was a sinner shine. The light I found was a sinner shine. They call me lost, I call it found. Freedom don't come from holy ground. You wanna see God, come take a sip. He's right there in the jar on your lip. Fire and bass in my heart beat low. Banjo cry where the rivers flow. If sin's a burden, then hell's my gym. Been training and painting, I still look grim. Forged in smoke, tempered by truth. Build my peace from distiller's proof. I ain't clean, but I'm clear in mind. That's what you call a sinner's shine. Smoking my lungs, that's my confession. Shine through my veins, that's my profession. Don't need forgiveness, I got time. And time tastes sweet with a simple shine.
Yeah. Time. Time's on your side. You know, it's the chaos that they thought that they were being effective. They thought that they were stopping any forward movement. But you know, what they couldn't see is that you were in the slingshot, being held back. You know, the smoke, the heavy smoke, the veil of deceit that they put over themselves. They weren't able to see because they weren't really looking. They weren't looking farther. They couldn't see past just the surface. Couldn't see past the surface. It's the new thought patterns. They couldn't see the deeper impact that they were having. It's like they saw them, but the corrupt judgment, it made no sense to them. But that's okay. It was never made to make sense to them. You know, it's how some things you can't teach people. They're not at a place. You know, you have to be at a certain place of consciousness to even accept certain messages, or it's just gonna go right over your head. You're just gonna hear it as some mumbo jumbo, fucking woo woo, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna resonate. It's not gonna make sense, which is fine. That means it's not for you. You know, you hear it all the time. You know, the student finds the teacher when they're ready. You know, you'll find that in a lot of books, a lot of teachings. It's just, but it's the divine timing of everything. You know, the way that we always find the information. You know, when we need it. Seek and you shall find. You know, sometimes we keep getting the same messages. Well, why is that? Well, maybe we're fixating on the wrong things. Maybe we're caught in some repeat. You know, but fixating on it too much, fixating on outcomes. You know, we're not supposed to fixate on it. We're not supposed to, you know, put labels in jars and, you know, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to kind of just like leave it open-ended. You know, open-ended. You know, we're going inward to heal. And it's like, where I come out, who I am, not sure yet. Not sure. Time will tell. You know, but time, it's a journey, it's a process, but it's not meant to be rushed. You can't rush it. If you rush it, you miss very crucial parts, you miss steps, and then you fail the tests, and then you're not making any progress. You can't skip steps. Well, you can, but it's not wise, it's not advised. Not advised. It's like they want to advise you to stop forming new thought patterns. They want to advise you to they want you just to resort back to the old programming. And it's like no, I'm better without. You know, I'm bossing the fuck up without. You know, I'd rather not. But it's the knowingness of the choices that we have. It's the knowingness of, well, it's knowing the impact that all of our choices have, that all of our thoughts, our words, and our actions.
Sky turning green, clouds looking mean. Sirens screaming, but I'm chasing that dream. Pickup full of gas, dash full of codeine. Storm on my tail like I'm born in the scene.
You know, but it's they're watching you online. The forming new thought patterns. It's like, you know, you see the storm and you used to just run from it. But it's like, why am I gonna run? You know, the fastest way to get over the storm is to face it head on. You know, facing it head on. It's your path. It's your purpose. Facing it head on. It's like facing your purpose. Facing your purpose head on. It's like accepting the position, fully accepting the position that's yours. The chaos is, that's how they're trying to have you be seen. The corrupt judgment. Yeah, it's just being stuck. It's, you know, the signs they're getting, you're not stuck. They don't like the signs that they're getting. You know, it's the things that were meant to break you that, you know, you don't allow it to. You know, it's giving you're a persistent ass motherfucker. Well, of course you are. You know, everyone wants to claim that they're, you know, that they're chosen, that they're a prophet, that they're anointed. But it's, have you been through the trials? Have you been through the fires? It's more than one. Have you been through them? If not, I wouldn't be claiming that. Because guess what's going to be coming for you? Guess what's going to be knocking on your door? Those trials you said you went through. Oh, you thought you could just fake it till you make it. Doesn't work that way. Temporarily sometimes. But you always get tested. You always get checked.
I'm hustling, but I don't give a fuck. I swear. I don't sip on none kid ain't here. Got my pain in the digs and cup. Trigger one. I'm hustling. I don't take days off. I sail rain in the drought. I said grandma just figured out about it all.
Figuring it all out. It's they're triggered that, you know, behind the, it's like the smoke, the fog, the storm. It's like they saw the storm, but they couldn't see what was happening in the storm. You know, they couldn't see that you were repairing yourself, you were healing, you were fixing yourself in the storm. You know, but then the storm clears up, right? And, you know, it's you're thriving. It's like they wanted some sort of attention seeking for trying to get you to cast corrupt judgment upon yourself and get yourself stuck. It's someone they were seeking. Someone was seeking. This false prophet was seeking the attention for getting you stuck, but they didn't. Attention seeking, you know what they caught the attention of, though? It's given they caught the attention of your fucking ancestors. You know, it's spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and spiritual fucking ass whooping. It's like faith around and find the fuck out. They're trying to fix the situation for themselves, but they can't. They learn to put some motherfucking respect on your name.
I done sold my regret for a little quick cash. Never thought about what I think about that. Used to dream of peace, now I'm scheming. On the backwood, old dusty streets cleaning. You ain't seen a
lost on that broke boy, no.
Just quick money, quick money, quick money. Quick money. This whole society just looking for quick money. You know, but it's also energy. Energy is the true currency. But it's also, you know, Christ consciousness. It's attention-seeking whores. It's they want to do something that they haven't fucking done. You know, they want to act like they're tapped in. What are they tapped into? Hey, thank you. What are you tapped into? What are you tapped into? Nothing up there. You just done lower shit. You tapped into lower shit. That's what you tapped into. Tapping into lower shit. You know, but what it is, though, it's standing up in your power. It's standing up and rising out of the situations that were supposed to end you. And then, you know, putting the cover on that and sealing that shut. And then using that as a foundation to build upon. And just keep going up and up and up. And but there's multiple levels. There's multiple points where, all right, this is going to be the one to get them. And no, nice try. It was cute. Nice attempt. Adorable, but didn't work. You know, but it's all the work, and it's not for you. You're still standing. Still standing. You know, but you know what it's given. It's outgrown the timelines. It's expanding your consciousness so much. You have to quantum jump. There's no other option. You can't exist here anymore. You know what I mean? You've done too much work. You've expanded your consciousness too much. It has to. It's just a matter of time. But can you withstand the storm? And it's given, yes, you can. Can they withstand the storm? Can they withstand the storm? Hope so. Wish them the best. That's for somebody.
Granddad's land sat on a busty ridge. Two families fighting over every inch. Shotgun words over a rusted fence. Old wounds run deeper than common sense. Mama said, boy, don't fan that flame. The fire runs wild in our bloodline now. It's ash and bone where I come from. Pride so heavy it weighs a ton. We don't back down, we don't run. If a line gets crossed, we hold it strong. Yeah, this feud's older than sticks and stones. And I'm carved from ash and bone. Fell one of theirs at a county fair. Bad timing, good whiskey, wild black hair. Fell too fast, but the truth hit cold. Some fights you're born in before you're old. We tried to break what our fathers made, but love don't bloom in a battleground shade. It's ash and bone where I come from. Pride so heavy it weighs a ton. We don't back down, we don't run. If a line gets crossed, we hold it strong. Yeah, these feuds older than sticks and stones. And I'm carved from ash and bone. Don't run light, I don't ask why. I just ride them grades till the slope run dry. Out the yard with a trailer stack, 30 logs in the pumping back. No need to cover, let the bark show. Running heavy through sleet and snow. Brake light cut through a fogged out dawn, back road twist and the traction's gone. No chrome dreams or polished steel, just worn out hands and a grip on real. Gravel slap when the weight dips low, creek bed humming where the cold winds blow. Pine run fresh, stick it with sap. Ain't no faking when the logo slack. Ain't no faking when a logo slack. Loading timber, back road king. Hauling what the chainsaw bring. You don't stop and the line won't wait. So I take that girl with a heavy face. Loading timber, cut the scale. Straps pulled tight and the chains don't slack. Don't run light, I don't ask why. I just ride them grades till the slopes run dry. 4 a.m. truck lights burn. Coffee still, but the axles turn. Daughter deep through a muddy climb. Wheels spin slow, but I hold that line. Sawdust town with a hard ass wave. I'm the link from the woods to the blade. Mountain pass got no room to swing, but I thread that bend like a seasoned king. Straps in rolls and the chain snug tight. Check it twice before I roll at night. And the boys at the mill just nod and grin. They
Checking
know I bring
twice.
the heavy in.
Checking twice. They keep sending in new people to check on you. They keep checking new people to check, sending in new people to check on you, and they keep getting the same message. You're bossing up. You're shining. You know, it's like they were spreading a lot of lies, saying that you haven't shed the old versions of yourself. It's like that you're still indulging into things that you once might have enjoyed. But the lies aren't sticking. The lines aren't sticking because the character speaks for itself, and especially when you make big drastic changes. And all it takes is, looking at you, spending some time with you, listening to you speak. It's quite obvious that you're not still the same person. But it's like they really underestimated your ability to change your life up. But it's the lies of the past that's haunting them. The lies spread. It was given, really confident. It was given that they were really confident that you haven't changed. They were really confident that you're still the same fucking person. How does that confidence fit on them? Not very well right now.
That Cajun heat don't let you go. She's a wildfire wrapped in a warm grin. She's sugar and sand. She'll cuss you out in French and pray. Got a Bible in the dash and a 38. She rides like hell, don't ask permission. She's love and wrath in one collision. Loyal as a bloodhound, fierce as a flood. Born to bayou fire and mud. She burns like bourbon, smooth but mean. Got a fire in her eyes and a soul unclean. Kiss her wrong, you'll feel the flame. Love her right, she'll take your name. She don't break, she's slow to slow. That Cajun heat don't let you go. She's a wildfire wrapped in a warning grin. She's sugar and sand. Ain't no telling what the bayou bred. She'll haunt your dreams and share your
I mean, the secret's being revealed is that you are forming new thought patterns. The secret's being revealed is that, you know, you have shed old versions of you. You know, secrets are being revealed. It's like you are who you say you are. Yeah, but secrets are also being revealed. All the skeletons in the closet. And all the people that were trying to prevent your shift, your rise of consciousness. You know, watch it under secret accounts, but you know, everything done in the dark always comes into the light. It's like every hand that threw a rock is going to be exposed. Everything's going to be exposed, but then it's the abundance. There could be a whole lot that was done, a whole lot of skeletons in the closet. You know, it's the love and support. They're not feeling it. But it's like they used to have a lot of support. It's like maintaining the secrets. A lot of support. Spreading lies. It's a lot of help. A lot of help keeping the closet closed with all the skeletons is what it's given.
She whispers dirty things, I can't catch my breath. Sun comes up, we're still tangled tight, laughing, kissing, living through the night. With a little shower curtain, sticky and sweet. Every time we get close, girl, you sweep me off my feet. Grip tight, ride hard, don't ever quit. Your little kid is magic, baby, I'm lost in. With a little shower curtain, hotter than fire. You got me begging, girl, you feed my desire. Twist, turn, roll out, don't ever stop. Every single night we go all the way to the top. From the barn to the backseat, we're breaking all the rules. Every night with her, I'm a willing fool. She's a force of nature, my sweet little Sam. Every time she grins, I just dive right in. Her coochie's still wetter than a morning light. We laugh, we play, we own the night. She's my little wild thing, my perfect delight.
You know what that's given? You know what that's given? It was just talking about her kitty being wet still, but it's like lusting after you, but not. But it's like you know better. You know better than to get back. You know better than. It's like the emotional manipulation. You know better than the games. It's like, no, I know what you're trying to do. I can see right through you. Seeing right through them. You know, still on inheritance. You know, but, you know, people hear, you know, stolen inheritance, they automatically go to thinking, you know what I mean, physical and money in the 3D, you know, but, you know, inheritance, you know, the houses and all that, spiritually, right, it could be your knowledge, tapping into your knowledge, you know, Christ consciousness, you're a starseed, right, but it's like, it's just tapping in. They don't want it exposed that you tapped in. But it's like they're offended that you tapped in. Respect your elders. That's giving you hold more knowledge than they do. You're serving them lessons. But easily offended. It's people that are older than you or thought that they had a higher position or spiritual ranking or whatever it is. They a whole lot of judgment casted upon you. But the judgment was off. The judgment's wrong, and they're getting a hard lesson about that from your ancestors. Oof. Ancestors are making them put some respect on your name.
From the reaper, every star on my hand, just a chapter in the plan. Ain't no silver spoon, silver bullets in a can. Yeah, I grew through the dirt with the sunshine and rain, and I ain't
Hey, thank you.
Love left fate been holding thin, but I still find strength buried deep within. Yeah, heartbreaks heavy, but it feels that's fine. Every time I fail, I learn how to climb. Yeah, I'm blessed with the struggle with the tears on my thoughts, on my prayers, and the bottom.
You know, every time you fall, learning how to climb. You know, but it's learning the lesson. It's learning your lesson. You know, it's like, well, shit. If I fell into this trap, if my choices and my decisions, if the way I perceive things allowed me to fall into this trap, then I might as well pay attention while I'm in it. I might as well pay attention and figure out why the fuck I fell in here. You know, but learning your lesson. Learning your lesson. You know, the traps that we fall into. It's, you know, but it's the traps that we set for ourselves. You know, but it's also the bad influences we have around us. The people, you know, that's a trap we set for ourselves. If you're hanging around with people that are poor influence on you, you're setting a trap for yourself. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. You know, it's... You know, when you clean your whole life up and you can't... It doesn't matter how much it doesn't matter how much willpower you have. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know, given the right circumstances, all the hard work can be thrown right away. And, you know, it's... Especially when you made that mistake before, you know it's not a mistake you make twice. It's not a mistake you're lucky enough to even get to make twice. Sometimes the one mistake it's all you get. You know, but then it's the wake-up call. It's like, oh, yep, I learned my fucking lesson that time. Sure did. Sure did. Not gonna do that again. Nope. You know, but attention seeking, and they're like, I can get him to do it. Watch. I can convince him. Just watch. And it's like, oh, we're watching. Waiting. No, I thought you said you could do it. Why they're not doing it yet? Why? I thought you said you could make him go back to the old them. This is the new them. What the fuck? It's yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck exactly? What the fuck do I keep finding myself in these same situations? Why the fuck do I keep finding myself here? You get to that point, and it's like, you know, it's like if you can't pinpoint it, it's like, you know what, I'm just cut everything off. If I cut everything off, bet you I cut it off with that move. That one final swoop. And then you get your boundaries up and you slowly let back in. One swoop, but it's like a diamond covered in, like, you know, dried mud. But it's like one swoop, but it's like one smash. And then all of a sudden, like, all the mud comes out and it's like, hey, there you are, the diamond that you are. They don't like it. They're trying to throw mud back on you. But they're being seen doing it. They're being seen doing it. People are seeing them for their true colors. They're showing themselves.
Yeah, trust died first and killed my peace. Turn good intentions into deceit. Turn real friendships into ghosts. Turn quiet nights into mental hosts. I ain't stupid, I be what they do. Every little lie they think slips through. I see motives shift when money appears. See bros go soft when danger nears. Had a woman say forever with a shaky tone. Heart in a textbook, gone on the phone. People don't look, they occupy space. Stay to their ego needs a new place. I move along now, safer that way. Got no time for the games they play. Ain't fear, ain't trauma, ain't bitterness, no. It's clarity hitting me raw. Trust ain't real in a world this hollow. People don't leave, they wait to follow. Everyone talk big, the shit gets cursed, then they vanish quick, yeah. died first. I keep my distance, stay on guard. Life taught me early that love hits hard. People flip quick, mistakes get erased. Switch sides fast like truth got phased. I seen loyalty die in the blink of an eye. I seen real ones crumble and never ask why. You wanna know why? Don't open the door.
You know, seeing real ones crumble. You know, government employee, you know, for the Most High. You know, seeing real ones crumble. You know, foreclosure, skeletons in the closet. You know, the things from the past that we weren't able to fully get over. Or some of us, you know, some of us, we just turn dark. You know, some of us come down, some of us starseeds came here to teach, right? To teach people how to ascend. And sometimes we end up turning dark. You know, we end up turning, our hearts gets cold. And, you know, the cut off, but it's, we cut ourselves off. We cut ourselves off. You know, and then, you know, information gets suppressed, information gets controlled, information that you're supposed to be giving out. But then it also gets altered and filtered and tainted by the dark heart. You know, ego kicks in. You know, it's... You know, it's also like the God complex, but it's not. We're all a fraction of the Most High. You know, but we're not the Most High. You know, but Yeshua came down here to teach us to do as he does. You know, and we. You know, if he wanted to feed everyone, he would have built a market. If he wanted to heal everyone, he would have made a hospital, you know, but that wasn't his intentions. His intentions were to teach us how to do it, you know, how to achieve what he achieved. You know, it's respect. It's respect for the old ways. You know, but the old ways of what? The old ways when we were connected with the Most High, you know, before we were systematically cut off, disconnected, pushed farther and farther away. You know, but all the secrets being revealed, you know, it's they can't fully hide, they can't fully erase, they can't get rid of, you know, consciousness, they can't get rid of knowledge, you know what I mean? And they can't get rid of your ability to tap into it. They can make it harder to do it, but they can't completely get rid of it. Only you can do it. You know, it's our choices, it's our decisions, it's our actions, it's our accountability, you know, that we answer for. You know, it's really easy to point the blame, but it's, you know, we don't point the blame at ourselves often enough. And that's another chain and bond. It's, you know, it's not accepting accountability. You know, attention seeking. It's, you know, when things are going right, I want all the credit. You know, even if I didn't do the work. But when things go wrong, nope, I had nothing to do with it. The chaos spells. It's siblings, the chaos. I had nothing to do with it. It's trying to stop your dharma. I had nothing to do with it. The fuck they did. With all of our balls combined, it's still not a pair big enough.
We pull it up from the ground, running coast to coast. Snow, sand, sea, we do the most. That drill don't sleep, that pipe run deep. We the reason that your wheels still creep. Remember us when you roll, when your engine ignite. It's that ground game bringing heat to the night. from the block of fraud to that Texas flame. We've been pumping black gold, never chasing fame. Hard hat on, boots caked in clay. Ain't no glamour, but we pave your way. Gas in your tank, oil in your gears. We do hours your years, not just rings, just a legacy. Feeding the grid with intensity. Turn that bell, turn that bell. Bring it slow, pressurize. Let it flow. Hum it, hum it. That's our soul. We the heat behind your glow. We pull it up from the ground, run it coast to coast. Snow, sand, sea, we do the most. That drill don't sleep, that pipe run deep. We the reason that your wheels still creep. Remember us when you roll, when your engine ignite. This that ground game bringing heat to the night. That diesel thump, we don't quit when the paycheck slump. Up on the deck in the break of dawn, when your lights come on, we been going strong. Refine that crew, got the city moving. Jet fuel dreams, never losing. Sweat stained hands, full of know-how. Every drop count, and we show how. Next time you fill that tank, light that stove, aboard that plane, just know it came from us. We don't drill for life, we 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 drill for life. We pull it up from the ground, run it coast to coast. Snow, sand, sea, we do the most. That drill don't sleep, that pipe run deep. We the reason that your wheels still creep. Remember us when you roll, when your engine ignite. This that ground game bringing heat to the night. We're looking for cloud. We the ones you run on. Oh, we ain't looking for cloud.
Now looking for clout, looking for clout, looking for clout. Trying to dim your shine, trying to take your position. It's learning from you, but acting like I didn't learn it from you. They're watching you plant your seeds. They're watching you properly invest your energy. They're curious. They're curious about the seeds that you're planting. But it's like, they saw you planting the seeds, but they didn't want them to ever get any sunlight. They never wanted them to grow. They never wanted to come to light. But if only they had the authority to change the weather.
But I walk like a king with that overtime shine. Work 14 on, 14 off like a cycle, blowing black smoke. Bible on the dash like a rifle. Ain't no glam in a man that's been pushing tools. But I got heart and a plan, never played by the rules. Got scars that speak louder than suits at a desk. I'm a chain slinging soldier in a rig side vest. I'm a working man with a check that's earned. Hands in the dirt while them city boys turn. Ain't no shame in the life I choose. I got rough hands, big plans, and steel-toe boots. Call me what you want, I ain't gonna crash. Hell yeah. I fucking don't feel trash. They don't see the nights I freeze or the heat that melts my knees, but I keep grinding, keep rising with the crew beside me, surviving. Yep, I'm a working man with a check that's earned. Hands in the dirt while the city boys turn.
It's, attacking your character. attacking your character, trying to harvest your energy, but the life insurance policy, it was a check written out by the Most High, and it was right for you. Slim Shady, getting, shady behavior, but Shag get caught up. It wasn't me. Getting caught up for attacking your character, getting caught up for trying to take your position. They thought that they were going to get away with it. But it's the more that they try to attack your character, the more and more they find out how firm the foundation is. It's like they were just seeing the tip of the iceberg. It's, they couldn't see, but that's the thing. It's your tests, your trials, your choices, your decisions for, how long have you been on the earth this incarnation? How long have you been, working on your character in this vessel? But it's not just that. It's the, it's just who we are in our essence. And that doesn't change really due to the storms. It doesn't change. Sometimes over enough storms it does. Sometimes over enough storms, but not here. That's not the case. It's not the case, but it's the case. It's a spiritual case, spiritual court. But wait, court's in session. Just wait for the verdict. That's for somebody.
She scratches on my back like a bobcat fight. That laugh in my ear when I lose my sight. I don't need no therapy, whiskey or rest. Just drop them pants and sit on my chest. I'm stressing less when I'm buried in that cat. She sit on my face like a throne in that sack. Her portal got me trapped. I ain't trying to get free. I write these kitty songs cause that coochie on me. I'm blessed, obsessed, and lost in her mess. Sweat on my boots, bite marks on my chest. Ain't no church him fixing what she do to my brain. That pussy my religion, and I'll say it again. So when life beats me down and I'm feeling depressed, I dive in that portal and come out refreshed. Ain't no doctor alive telling me to let go. I'll die in that kitty with a grin down low. We just drug friends. Shared a needle, shared a pipe at the dead end. Used to call it love, but it never was. Just a hit, just a fix, just a hollow buzz. We was tighter than that tourniquet on my arm, but you sell my soul for another charm. But we ain't kin, we just fiend in ecstasy. When the bag runs out, that's where love ends. We ain't friends, we just drug friends. Met her on the steps of a halfway house. She had track marks dressed like wedding vows. Said, you ever chased a dragon in the rain? I said, only when I'm trying to kill the pain. Trading numbers like we traded pills. Told each other lies, gave each other chills. We was cooking meth dreams on a spoon of hope. Talking about quitting while we shared the dough. Broke as hell, but we split that eighth. Knew she'd steal my stash, but I let her take. Cause when the world judged, she ain't blink once. Just passed the pipe and said, light it up. We ain't friends, we just drug friends. Shared a needle, shared a pipe at the dead end. Used to call it love, but it never was. Just a hit, just a fit. just a hollow buzz. We was tighter than that tourniquet on my arm, but you'd sell my soul for another charm. We ain't kidding, we just feed in ecstasy. When the bag runs out, that's where love ends. We ain't friends, we just drug friends. He said you got me, bro, till the reaper come. Then pawn my boots for a bag and run. We were shooting up secrets buried deep, laughing through hell like we don't bleed. Woke up on a piss-stained motel floor. She OD'd once, I ain't even sure. Narcan saved her, I ain't cried in years. But when she blinked twice, I spilled them tears. Told my mama I'd changed, then I vanished. Got clean for a month and relapsed in Spanish. Back to the same crew, same dark ends. Not lovers, not family, just drug friends. We don't hug, we just hold lighters. We don't talk, just watch the fire. We don't pray, but we beg for more. We ain't alive, we just trying to score. We ain't friends, we just drug friends. Shared a needle, shared a pipe at the dead end. Used to call it love, but it never was. Just a hit, just a fix, just a hollow buzz. We was tighter than that tourniquet on my arm, but you sell my soul for another charm. We ain't kin, we just fiend in ecstasy. When the bag runs out, that's where love ends. We ain't friends, we just drug friends.
Sometimes I question how I got here. Is it determination or is it fate? No explanation in my process. I'm calculated, reckless in my ways. I've gone astray a time or two, and I know you can relate. This world will eat you alive. It's do or die. We machines working for the pay. My boots are laced and I'm ready to ride. Every day I sacrifice. Do what it takes to provide. Willing to put it all on the line. Coffee into bathroom. I barely open, catch me swerving down a back road. Still toes, hit the door. Better work, I'm clocking pay. The wigs turn burn. Overtime every day. Fade away, don't let it fade away. Don't get caught up in the rat race. There's no going back. Cause I hate to say it. Good as paid if you can share the time that you got with your loved ones. Hold up, every day you show up. Now your kids are grown up. Wish you did it different now, don't you? One life to live, don't waste all your time on the grind. And let your life fade away. Cash rules everything around me. $100 bills in my pocket for the dirt on my work clothes. Assholes and elbows, nose to the grindstone. My only goal is to provide a happy home. Wear and tear on my body, knowing that life ain't fair. I don't care, I keep pushing like a baby there. I got a family to feed and I'll be damned if I ever give up on, so please understand. Fade away, don't let it fade away. Don't get caught up in the rat race, there's no going back. I hate to say what good is.
You know, but getting caught up in the rat race. Getting caught up. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's really easy to get caught up with everyone else and everyone else's chaos, right? And a lot of times, you know, do something kind for ourselves. And what's that? It's walking away. Walking away from any and everything that brings chaos to us. You know, it's speaking up about it. And it's, a lot of times, it's long overdue. You know, it's the ways that we should have walked away, we should have spoke up with. It's the things that we tolerated that we shouldn't have for way too long. You know, but why? It's, you know, it's unhealthy attachments. It's the people that are attached to us that are unhealthy. That, you know, always speaking negatively, you know, that verbal venom. You know, it doesn't matter if it's directed towards us or not. It's if all they're doing is bitching and complaining and moaning and whining and that's all they fucking do. It's go do that somewhere else. You know, but 8 and 9, card 8 and 9, you know, diligently working on it, you know, in the hermit mode. It's celerity. It's cutting everyone off. It's cutting everyone off to carry our own crosses. Everyone has their own crosses to carry. You know, look how many crosses are in on his shoulder. Just one. His. Not theirs, not theirs, not theirs. No one else's, just ours. You know, but the diligence, it's our obligation. It's our duty to do the work on ourselves. No one else can do it for us. Other people can offer us guidance. They can offer us a lending hand. You know, they can offer us information, knowledge. They can offer us things. But the actual work, it's not a physical work. It's an internal work. You know, the internal work. All to bring balance. Balance. Justice. Justice. Just us. Just us. It's just us casting judgment. The things that we cast judgment on, it's our subconscious. Oh, interesting. Just us. Us. So it's your subconscious and it's your conscious. It's the conflicting. It's the ways that we know how we feel and we know what we should do, but we don't do it. It's conflicting. It's you know, we know what we're being led to do. We know the people, the places, the things that no longer serve us, and yet we stay. We remain there. You know, we remain there. You know, waiting for us to cast the proper judgment. You know, but it's interesting too, the judgment. But you notice the stream. It's like a lightning bolt going into his head. You know, but it's tapping in. But it's seeing things. The justice. It's being able to see things from a higher perspective. It's being able to see things and see how we're at fault a lot of times for not speaking up. How we can only blame people so much when I allowed you to treat me that way. Yeah, I can cast some blame to you, but I gotta blame myself too because I allowed it to go on for longer than I should have. I allowed it to. You know, it's acceptance of that. You know, a lot of people don't think about that part of it. They don't think about that part of the accountability is I allowed them to do it. You know, but that leads you into a whole other set of questions. Why would I do such a thing? Well, it's a very good question. Why did you do such a thing? That's what you need to get to the root of. You know what I mean? Because once you figure out why you did it, then you can figure out a way out of it. Or a way not to do it again. You find the lesson. Then you give thanks. And you make sure you let it be known, loud and clear. I don't want to do this again.
Trailer gate pop, we dump our weight, then back to the field, no room for late. Hydraulic hiss and a pito spin, pulling that plow with a jawline grin. Ain't no boss, just my kin in the land. I was raised by work and I still stand. They post quotes, we post up. Behind that bar, under that load. If you know. On dirt for the roof balls. Feed that herd and I grease that hog. Chop that corn with the head.
I was raised on hard times with beliefs you can't bend. Stars and stripes flying in the southern wind.
2 minutes.
A man's only word is the one he keeps. My soul you can't buy, I'm not one of those sheep. I'll stand for the truth, I'll fight for what's right. My knees only hit the floor when I pray at night. I love my God, I love my land. I got callous hands for my beliefs, I take a stand. I'll walk with truth, not follow the mass. This how I'll be till I'm on the other side of the grass. I don't take kindly to a cow's word. Respect ain't given, it's earned and heard. I'll die on my feet before I live on my knees. Freedom's a fire that was lit for me. I love my God, I love my land. I got calloused hands for my belief, I take a stand. I'll walk with
You know, walking with truth, working hard, calloused hands. You know, but it's the reboot of the mind. It's the hard work we put in to reprogram our brain. It's the hard work we put in to reprogram our mind. And, you know, focusing on the good in life. And you know the good in life in this reading? And the good in life is you began to give thanks for being triggered. You give thanks for it. You give thanks. You thank the Most High every time that you're triggered. Well, that's odd, isn't it? Well, why is that? Well, it's because when you're triggered, you take the time to reflect. You're like, hold on, this person's irritating me. Why the fuck am I irritated? Like, this isn't my energy. Why am I irritated? And so you reflect. Why? What is it about this person? Is it the way they're saying something? Is it what they're doing? And what is it about this motherfucker that really just gets under my skin? And you know, but it's a miracle. It's a blessing when you were able to do that. When you're able to reflect, you know, and but it comes from a place realizing that it's your trauma. You're trying to teach you something. It's a lesson to be learned. You know, when you start looking at it that way, you stop being so fucking pissed off all the time, right? And it's not what happened to me; it's what happened for me. You know, but it's not what happened to me, it's what happened for me. It's everything we've been through makes us who we are. But it's everything that's prepared us for our positions, you know, for our purpose. The 3 candles, the call of Abram. The Lord has said unto Abram, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. You know, but it's our calling. It's stepping into our purpose. You know, but it's a new mindset. It's brand new. Brand new creation. Brand new creation. You know, but it's charging in. It's charging in. It's diving right into the co-creating from the new perspective, the new mindset, the new way of looking at things. It's taking the way, well, it's a shift to consciousness, but then it's just applying everything. It's you know, the understanding that there's something to be gained from everything. You know, it's learning not to throw the label on things too quick, because the label that prior we could have slapped a label on it and called it bad. You know, nothing to learn here. This was just shitty. It's the way that we learn. No, there was a lesson. I learned something here. What is it? I found it. Right. But then it's like applying it. It's moving forward and always applying it. But that's the miracle. It's continually to focus on the good. It's always good. It's either a good or it's a good lesson. And normally the good lessons are the shitty lessons. They really suck. They're fun. They're so much fun. So much fun. So much. But we go through the lessons. We go through the lessons so that we can help others. So we can help others to get through them. It's the lessons that we learned. The tough way. That, hey, if we can help you to gain the lesson in an easier way, please take this information, take this knowledge, take these cups. Each one teach one. One hand washes another, both hands wash the face.
Biscuits on the stove. She ride me like a tractor down a back road she drove. Whiskey on my breath and I'm moans in the night. Lord, I thank Jesus for that kitty so tight. Pussy in the morning, it just feels so right. That southern fried loving is my daily
You're welcome.
delight. In my skin, I tell them straight with a busty grin. I'm a motherfucking American. Work my ass off, breaking my back. Boss man laughing, pay still slack. Chained to the grind, no matter the day, but they still taking half my check away. I'm American as fuck, born broke, raised up, work like a slave, paid like a Mexican. Mama's crying, cause the rent's backed up. Politicians talking shit on TV, but they don't know a damn thing about me. I've been broke, I've been beat, laying bricks just to make ends meet. They call it freedom, but the game's rigged tight. Still I wake up swinging every goddamn night. I'm American as fuck.
Living here doesn't feel free some days. Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living life. This whole life thing isn't easy. Earth school is not a fun school, especially with the current conditions. But how vibrant it can be. How vibrant it can be when you take off the lenses. It could also be scary too. If you're seeing the world like this, you're not looking at the world through the lenses of fear. No, you're aware of it, and it's new levels, new devils. But there's more beauty and more creation. It's more colors to be explored too. By giving us self-credit, the way that we forgive ourselves for many things. for accepting less than we were worth, for not knowing better, for many things. It's just forgiving ourselves. And it's releasing any and everything that no longer serves us. It's releasing the things that we're being guided to do, the things that we're asked to do. But it's the transformation. It's the butterfly. It's the transformation. It's the things that we willingly release. Like the air under the wings. It gives us lift. We feel lighter. It's burdens. It's things that we don't want to carry. Things that we never wanted to carry, but yet we've been carrying for how long? Too long. Carrying for so long. But it's like the burdens, some of the burdens that we carry, like we pick up other people's burdens and we carry it for them. And it was only meant to be, maybe for a short period of time. And then it carried over into and the end of this hike. And then guess what? Then the next hike, guess what happens? Then I carry all their weight the next hike too. Until you just drop all the baggage. You take only what's yours. See what's yours? Minimal. Minimal. Just that. You head out. Heading out with only what's ours. Nothing more, nothing less. But minimal. But the forgiveness and the release, it's so that we can have our new beginnings. It's so that we can move on. It's so that we don't have those bonds and the chains that anger, resentment, those are chains, those are bonds that we can't move on if we still have those. If we're still holding on to anger and resentment, we're not releasing the person or the thing or whatever it is that hurt us, whatever it is that hurt us. But a lot of times it's things that, talking to the void, things that we're trying to repair, things that are words even resonating? Are they being picked up anywhere by anything? Are we just talking to the void? Is it a waste of our energy, a waste of our effort to continue trying? Are we just being asked to just release it? But it's interesting too, releasing. Doing a good job at releasing. They need to know. They need to know what's going to happen. They need to know what I'm going to be transforming into. It's just enjoying the process. It's living in the present, the here and the now. Being present for the present. The ups, the downs, the in-betweens, all of it. But continually to work, continually to release, continually to strive, for higher, for better, for more. But more of what? More of the things that more align with us.
Hang back, row center in a front row church. Trying to heal with a heart that still hurts. Hands in my pockets, head hanging low. Too many demons for a holy glow. I ain't clean, but I showed up today. Guess even lost ones can try and pray. Walk through the doors with dust on my jeans. Whiskey in my past and blood in my seams. They smile like saints, clean cut and blessed. But I sat in the back just feeling like less. That preacher talk about saving the broken. Every word hit like truth unspoken. My mama said grace could cover it all, but I still flinch when I hear that call. Ain't back, row center in a front row church. Trying to heal with a heart that still hurts. Hands in my pockets, head hanging low. Too many demons for a holy glow. I ain't clean,
I couldn't ignore that. It said heart when the heart card came out, but it's the courageous heart. It's healing from the situations we didn't think we were going to. It's the miracle that happens, you know, when we heal from the things that we didn't even think that we would see it out of the storm. But then guess what? We did. And not only did we come out of it, we healed. But it's coming out of it too, but taking responsibility for our choices. It's taking responsibility for, you know, it's courageous to take accountability. You know, it's courageous to be on the forefront and be like, this is what I did. To, you know, especially to come up front and to, when people have no clue what you did, to come out and tell them, hey, you know, I'm not proud of it, but this is what I did. You know, but a lot of times just being honest and open with ourselves too. You know, how often do we do that? You know, but taking responsibility for our choices. But it's also, this is my life to live, you know, however I want, however I choose. As long as I'm in alignment with universal law, as long as I'm in alignment with spiritual law, I don't give a fuck what you think I should be doing with my life. You know what I mean? As if I'm not breaking those laws, it's my life to live however the fuck I want. To speak it however the fuck I want, to move, as long as I'm not violating those things, who the fuck are you? You're just another fraction of the Most High, down here having a different experience as I am. You know, but talking to the void, it's, you know, trying to tell me what to do with my life. It's like, huh? I can't hear you. Huh? No, I'm not deaf. It's just I turn on the void when you talk, because you can just go on the void because your words are, you know. But it's the people. It's but it's the people that we let into our ears. It's the choices that we make. The people that we surround ourselves with, the people that we allow into our mind. You know, but it's simply just hanging around the wrong people though. They're gonna rub off on you. Their mindsets, their habits, whatever it is, just a matter of time. You know, the courageous heart, you know, the people we walk away from. Not necessarily bad people, they just they make poor decisions. Not that any of us are perfect, but, you know, boundaries, lines. You know, certain things you don't cross. You know, but everyone's different too. I don't know, it's... You know, it's interesting too, but it's... People are quick to... Everyone wants to judge and tell you how to do everything. Oh, there's so many different ways. There's so many different preferences, which is a preference. But how are you going to take your preference and trying to push your preference onto me? It's a preference. A preference is a preference. You know, law is law. You know, not man's laws, universal laws. You know, God's laws. You know, not man's laws. Those are suggestions. You know, don't get caught by man. You're not going to get in trouble from the Most High. Just don't get caught by man, because man thinks that man can tell you what to do. But, you know, that's the games that we play, right? That's the games that we play. 10 o'clock on the dot. We're going to complete this up right there. But thanks for tapping in. Thanks for all your likes, the shares, your comments. Thank you for the exchange of energy. And until next time.